Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Today we have a little jar. It doesn't have a lid, but it does have a cork. It's going to go right in there when it's finished. So a friend of mine, hi Jan, wanted me to recreate something I had done a long time ago, and I stacked some broken glass in the jar to look like a beach. So I'm hoping this is enough of the blue. That's all that I have left. So I'm hoping it comes up to at least this line, and then the rest will be gold as if it's the beach. So this holds 6 ounces of resin, but I don't think I need that much because I'm obviously going to be putting a lot of glass and broken rock in there. So let me get some resin poured up. Let me move that out of the way so it doesn't get any on there, and then we'll start mixing. I mixed up 4 ounces of resin. I'm using my pump resin today by Let's Resin. Everything I use is always linked below. Now the rocks, I'm pretty sure I got them at Hobby Lobby, both of them. So those I won't be able to link. I have not I don't think, well, I'm just going to use it all because I hope I have enough to put it, honestly. I'm just going to pour the resin into the rock. I just want to coat it. I don't want it floating. I don't want too much resin. And I already know the comments I'm going to get. Isn't this going to scratch your molds? It's glass. It's in your mold. It doesn't scratch my mold. It didn't scratch my mold the first time, so I'm going to assume it's not going to scratch my mold the second time. Just be careful, I guess. And be careful when you're mixing because this is broken glass. It can go right through the cup and can cut you. So I want enough resin, but I don't want, like I said, I don't want it like sinking and leaving me a big pile of resin at the top when I pour it in. Okay, so I'm just going to coax it down the sides. Just try to be as careful as you can. Again, it's broken glass, it's sharp, and you don't want to scratch your mold. But I did check my mold prior to starting and it was not scratched, so I guess I was careful the first time. That was the only time I ever used this mold. I haven't used it since, so now I'm going to do the same thing. I remember doing this one and somebody bought it like right away. Trying to bring the glass up to a nice height before I do the gold. And then I'm gonna pour in some of that clear resin just until it touches the top of the blue. Because there's not enough resin in here right now. I'm just trying to get it even at the moment. That's probably pretty good. I did fairly well. I have a little left, which I'm not going to use all of it. But I will dump some of this resin in and kind of coax it in between everything. I'm just going to squish it around, get some of the resin to drop. Do need to get a stick. Just make sure, as I suspected, it was not all the way down, so I do need to add some more, I think. Plus you don't want bubbles at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this in. Probably the perfect amount, actually. Try to keep the bottom clean if you decide to try it. You don't want blue pieces with your sand. Just going to pour a little bit more resin. Squish it down. All right. This little stick thing, which is pretty nice, it's made of silicone. It actually came in my pump resin kit. You get a ton of stuff in that kit with the resin. All right, I think it's all down. That was the absolute perfect amount of rocks that I had left. I couldn't have planned that any better. All right, so now I'm going to take this rock and dump it in here, which I'll have too much, I'm sure. I will make something out of it. All right. Again, I want this thick too. Now I'm wondering what the heck I can make with it. You may have some bonus unmoldings. We'll see. I'm not waiting for it to cure because I don't think it's going to go very far. And even if it did meld with the blue, that's okay. That's what oceans do. There we go. Yes, I do have a lot left. Let me just spray that. And I think I am going to just make it look a little more natural than a little line around the bottom where it comes together. Gonna shove some pieces down so it doesn't look like it was so planned. I just want some rock in there now. All right, that's it. Now we let it cure. As soon as it's stiff enough to move, I think I'll throw it in my curing machine since I am very impatient. And I'm gonna go find something else. I still have some left. All right, it's only been like 2 hours and it's ready to come out of the curing machine. So I put the rest of it in a coaster mold. So I'll give Jan the extra coaster if she wants it. This one's a little bendy because it's so thin, but oh, that came out actually pretty good for just a bunch of rock. Nice and shiny. Pretty impressed. Both sides are pretty good. Okay, to the main event. I don't remember how hard this is to get out because like I said, that video was done a long time ago. Should probably spray some, maybe I'll spray some alcohol in there. Kind of loosen it all up. Okay, it should come out now. All right. And again, I see no scratches on my mold. Bits of resin, but no scratches. So that's twice I've used it with glass. Ready? Nice. Look at that. No bubbles around the edge. No bubbles in the glass. I think it looks adorable. Just like the other one. I'm going to trim the bottom and possibly put, if I have one that fits, a piece of cork, because I don't want it to scratch her furniture for sure. But do want to get the sharp edge off so nobody cuts themselves. I think I might actually put UV resin right there, because I don't know if you could see them sticking up right there is a little bit of the rocks coming out. So I am going to UV resin this real quick. Be right back. So I'm just going to take my UV resin and just kind of fill it up. My light isn't over here, so I can't do it under the camera, but I'm just going to go and cure this under the UV light, because I don't want anybody getting cut by anything or any scratches on furniture. So I'm just going to spread it to the edges, make sure it's covered, torch the bubbles, and I will come back when it's cured. I ran it under the light for 2 minutes and it is cured and it's done. So that is it. That is today's video. Hope you like it. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think. See, I moved all those rocks a little bit so they weren't so straight lined right there. So yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me today, hanging out with me today. I hope you guys all have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.